Greetings everyone, I'm Wanurul Hasina and today's presentation focuses on assessing the satisfaction level of clinical waste services at Tengku Ampuan Afzan Hospital, HTAA in Kuantan, Pahang. Properly managing clinical waste such as needles and plates is crucial to prevent infections like AIDS. The study evaluates people's satisfaction with waste services at HTAA, examining waste production and management practices. Radicare Malaysia's Sdn Bhd is responsible for clinical waste management here. While waste production increased over time, the hospital's waste program is generally good. However, there's room for improvement in waste management to enhance their operation. So, what exactly is clinical waste? Before we dive in, I'm sure you have seen the yellow symbol, right? That's the biohazard sign we often spot in health centers. Industries in developed nations, like commercial, medical, and industrial sectors, are growing rapidly. They produce high-quality goods, but also create various types of waste, including hazardous trash. This waste, termed shadow waste by the Environmental Quality Act of 1974, must be managed properly to protect lives, the environment, and public health. Studies on hospital waste services show mixed results. Some hospitals follow good waste management practices, while others struggle with employee training despite efficient waste management. Improving standard procedures seems to be the key for managing hospital waste better. Overall, there's room for hospitals to improve their waste management practices. Here are the four main issues that we look into. Under Malaysian regulations, careful handling of clinical waste is essential to prevent the spread of infections and diseases. Moreover, teaching the community about the risk is essential to avoid significant problems. This study aims to identify the clinical waste generation at HTAA, explore the hospital's clinical waste management methods, and assess the level of satisfaction with clinical waste services at HTAA. The aim is to keep everyone safe by making workplaces secure for handling clinical waste, enhancing safety during processing, and educating about its importance. HTAA was established as a district hospital in 1904, spanning 40.1 acres. Radicare oversees clinical waste management here, and interviews with them collected waste data from 2020 to 2022. For methodology, a predefined sample was used for the survey, which sought input from staff members and guests about their satisfaction level with clinical waste services. Using a questionnaire to get input on respondents' satisfaction levels with healthcare waste services, a sample survey is used in the study design. The results are displayed in the mean value for every question in this quantitative analysis. Participants in the clinical waste management setting, both staff and visitors, are considered part of the research population. 58 people in all who replied. A sample of 50 respondents from the visiting population and 8 respondents from the labor population were selected for the study, as the respondents make up 30% of the overall population. For our finding and analysis, this is the data on clinical waste generation from 2020 to 2022 through interviews with Radicare Malaysia's Sdn Bhd. Over 3 years, the waste generated at HTAA has decreased, mainly due to the decline in COVID-19 cases. In the 33rd week of 2022, there was a reduction in COVID-19 patient admissions to health facilities per 100,000 population. This is according to the Malaysian Ministry of Health's statement on the COVID-19 situation in Malaysia. The clinical waste management procedure used at Tengku Ampuan Afzan Hospital from beginning to the end may be inferred based on the survey as shown here. The sole business in this hospital that handles clinical waste management is Syarikat Radicare Malaysia Sdn Bhd. It was discovered that the protocols outlined in the Environmental Quality Act of 1974 schedule waste management were still followed in the clinical waste management process. The survey had two groups of participants, workers and visitors. Workers' questionnaire covered organizational structure, management aspects, and safety, answered by 8 workers. The visitors' questionnaire focused on safety and involved 50 participants. According to the percentage graph, just 27% of the employees who responded said they were extremely happy with Radicare's quality of service. Due to a shortage of qualified personnel to carry out these duties, 10% more respondents expressed a moderate level of satisfaction with clinical waste management services. Furthermore, the majority of staff members that handle clinical waste don't have a lot of expertise because they switch around a lot. Now for the visitors. Out of the visitors who filled out the survey, only 45% expressed being very satisfied with the service, while 5% were very dissatisfied with HTAA clinical waste management. The employees' casual approach to work, which is playing games on mobile devices while handling medical waste, and improper disposal methods contribute to this dissatisfaction. Certain disposal areas don't separate clinical waste, leading to mixing with other trash. It's crucial for supervisors to monitor and enforce proper work practices among staff. These are the conclusions we reached in this study. Survey and interviews reveal overall satisfaction with the clinical waste management, despite a few not following regulations. Radicare provided necessary materials, yet some still disregard guidelines. Clinical waste is disposed of only in Radicare's outdoor bins, exposed to weather conditions. The area, used for both staff and tourist cars, sometimes causes traffic disruptions. Here are some suggestions to improve clinical waste management at HTAA. First, train waste handlers and Radicare staff regularly. Second, embed training requirements in licenses and seminars, focusing on spill handling and staff immunization. Third, mandate safety gear, organize waste storage, segregate waste, involve staff, and secure temporary storage to avoid disturbance. These are the authors of this study. That's all from us. Thank you.